Probably the biggest misconception is that you can't plead a DUI down to some sort of lesser offense. A lot of states offer it to where you can plead it down to some kind of traffic violation or something of the sort. In Mississippi, that's just not an option. There is the option for non-adjudication, but you do have to enter a plea of guilty for a DUI first offense. And if you fail to meet all the terms of non-adjudication, then you will have a DUI first offense on your record, as opposed to if you were to plead to a lesser violation in, say, Louisiana, and that would be all that would ever go on your record as opposed to the DUI. The other thing that gets people is the penalties, especially for commercial driver's license holders. They are looking at losing their license for 1 year, which means they're unemployed. They have to go find something else to do, some way to make a living. There's no interlock restricted license or anything like that available to those individuals. And even somebody with a regular driver's license is looking at losing their license for 120 days, 2 days in jail, and a fine of up to $1,000. So they're pretty stiff penalties for a misdemeanor DUI first offense. And it just goes up from there to a second, and then you get into the felony level by the time you get to a DUI third offense. The other thing that surprises people is the time frame. People are used to watching Law and Order where the crime happens on Monday, an arrest is made on Tuesday, the jury's boxed up on Wednesday, it's tried on Thursday, and either there's a guilty or not guilty on Friday. Unfortunately, that's just not how the system works at all. Quite often here in Mississippi, the jurisdiction will have what's called an initial appearance pretty quickly, within 30 days generally. But past that, we're on the court schedule as far as getting on the docket. For example, if this is December the 10th, if you were to get a DUI today, there's no way you're going to have a DUI trial this year. It's not going to happen. Sometimes these go on for months. I have seen them go on for over a year before. Generally, the ones that drag on longer have a greater chance of getting dismissed because officers move on, things get lost in the shuffle, and unfortunately, the individual's kind of left in a limbo for a long period of time. But the general time frame on a DUI is usually somewhere between 3 and 6 months.